All right, folks. Welcome back to BEG Wrestling. We are back here live for your instant reaction to Iowa Penn State. It was Penn State taking it 29-6. Shane Sparks, quote, "Rarely can I hear myself in Carver Hawkeye Arena." And it was Kale's 200th win, much less.
How about you?
Oh, my goodness.
How about you? You predict 30-6.
My prediction was 30-6, and it was 29-6.
Look at you.
So, Carter, where's the gas tank, Carter? Where is the gas tank? Because that was my 30 points.
Nostradamus, or what's the name?
Nostradamus. But
yeah,
no,
whatever.
Listen, first, before we go weight by weight here, what are your overall thoughts?
I just couldn't be happier. I feel a joy about me, a glow. Can you guys see a glow? Because it's there. It's there. It's just glowing. Let me say, it's glowing. Let me tell you, I'm not worried about K, Zach, or Davis. Not worried. I liked how both of them wrestled, and that's really what I was looking for. Hey, the thing about Davis is we knew the number one move is Ayala is tough at them leg attacks, but his number one moves, that little slide by.
Oh, he pulled a beauty off, too.
He made it look easy.
Oh,
that was the difference in the match.
Davis hit his head on the mat. Dude.
Yeah, that was the difference in the match.
4-2, Ayala took it.
The more concerning thing to me was how not close Davis ever got to scoring on Ayala.
Never did. I did notice Ayala on that one knee. I don't know if it was with the one knee. He was on the knee the whole time, and yeah, Davis needs to learn. I'm sure they're going to go back to the drawing board at Penn State.
I officially proclaim Davis as he's absolutely an AA guy, but you got to be able to score against the good guys. I didn't see that, so I'm not going to officially say champion contender. Watch him prove me wrong, because
who, Davis?
Yes, watch him prove me wrong. But with that said, kudos to Ayala. He wrestled a smart match. Davis gave him that slide by. You think, wow, they probably worked on that in practice, right? Watch his slide by.
Didn't look like
Watch his slide by. He's gonna don't put too much pressure frontwards, dude. It was one mistake, lost that match.
Ayala's in that top tier.
That's going into overtime.
Ayala's in that top tier. Listen, folks, if you have comments, put them in the chat. Ja M says the referee was dreadful tonight.
Yes.
You were saying stuff about the referee.
Yes. I like the longer I go, I can't believe I'm saying these words, the longer I go, the more I like Angel. And the thing is
Nebraska.
With this guy, he's calling. Did you see that one stall call on a couple stall calls
Brooks,
when they're working hard?
Get a stall call?
Yeah. And it's like,
Brooks got a stall call.
Dude, I know.
Shame on Brands from Rob Huey sending out Keeter. Boy, we got a nice cherry on the end of the cake at the end of the night.
Thank you. Can we just say?
Didn't see that coming.
Which we want to get. We got another guy here. We want to definitely get in here. But I got to say, bad move, Brands. Bad move. Here's your star recruit. What can you possibly grow? You really think Keeter's going to beat Kirklevitt? It ain't going to happen. So why would you send him out there? That was kind of dumb.
Measuring stick. Hey.
But I admire that he sent him out.
I like he sent him out.
I did too. And I'll tell you the honest truth. He did well. I mean, Keeter's obviously very good. Remember, that's probably the first time Keeter has lost since he was a youth. Think about that. 4-time state champ.
Wow.
And undefeated state champ. Am I right, John? Undefeated state champ?
Ben Keeter.
I think so. And the thing is so we're talking youth days since that he lost. And
did you see the way he got through back to the mat?
Oh
my goodness, dude. Wow, that reminded me when Corey was a young little kid and I was throwing him around. Oh my goodness, dude.
I'll never forget it.
All right, let's get back on track though. Davis though, back to reality. Braden Davis, okay, now that we're all kind of keened in on our senses.
Okay.
On Braden Davis,
yes.
We have a measuring stick barometer here. Is he still an AA or where is Braden Davis?
He's an AA. He's got it, but he could not AA. He's got to be able to. I mean, every one of them matches are going to be tough in that weight class, and he's got to do something offensively to seriously think about a title. But if you want my opinion, I just give me an AA. Give me an AA down there
yeah,
at 125. We haven't even seen a 125er at the national tournament in feels like 20 years. Well, it's not been that long.
I
but
agree. Listen, but it was nice to see him come back down to reality. And listen, I'm going to sprinkle in some comments here as I read them, folks. Baby Brands, who ate more Matt tonight, Frantic or Keeter?
Hey, how about that Frantic match?
Dave Brave, Levi looked great. We'll get into Levi. We'll get into Levi. Michael Bradley, how are you going to send out your freshman way undersized heavyweight who stands no chance? Hey, listen, that is the counter argument. Yeah. Was it smart? Well, that was Michael Bradley. But keep the comments coming,
Michael.
folks. We're going to keep
comments coming.
We're going to keep getting into it. But it
Dude.
was Ayala getting Iowa off on the right foot here. 3-0.
Yes.
But then we go on to 133. It's Nagao and Schriever.
I knew Nagao would look good.
You
I knew he
predicted.
would look good.
Okay.
And what was that?
11-0.
11-0.
11-0 Nagao.
And Schriever's no
Takedown in the
slouch.
first.
Schriever's no slouch. So that was just impressive. And believe me, Kale knows. When he talked about Nagao, he said, "Oh, you know what? Nagao's going to be just fine." And it was such a confidence about him that I thought, okay, all the criticism, he put himself in bad position, lost a couple matches. I'm not worried about Nagao.
Okay, well, slow down on not being worried about him just because he beat Schriever, dude. Come on. All right.
We're at the mighty Carver
Nagao
Arena.
did his job. Okay, he did his job, and 11-0 to put Penn State up 4-3 in the dual meet. And then it's on to the match of the night, folks. It was Bartlett and Woods, and I could not have been more wrong on this. And I'll tell you this, before I even let you go, it looked different than what I thought it would.
Zach,
It looked different.
you said
At
something.
one point, did you see Bartlett was so confident? He's kicking his feet up like a rooster getting ready to attack out there. I said, whoa, who is this
Our
dude?
last podcast, you said that's got to hurt his head. And I thought, the experienced guy like Woods, please. Dude, I seen a broken spirit quickly.
Okay, first of all,
Quickly.
Did Woods shoot maybe once? Did he shoot?
Not really.
Did he not shoot because
Not
he was
really.
scared of the Bartlett counter?
And how about Bartlett's shot?
Bartlett takedown in the first, just a pile driver double A, dude. Power.
That was my favorite Bartlett match of all time. And I know, you know what? Most likely he's going to have to beat him 2 more times. All of a sudden, I said there's no way he can beat him 3 times. I rescind that. Folks. I'm telling you, Bartlett
7-2 win, and with the exclamation point at the end with the late takedown. He wasn't done. He was up 4-2, and he drove for that late takedown.
You know what I just thought of? The non-Pennsylvania or Penn State fans out there are about ready to puke.
Well,
listen to us.
Blake Magnum, Arnold is hurt.
We knew Arnold hurt. Our main man told us Arnold was hurt. We reported on our Facebook page. I don't know why you guys aren't joining the Facebook. You want real material? We got Kevin. We got Terry. We got several. We got Drama King. We got all of these guys are out there giving us data that you're not getting anywhere else. We could have told. We told you.
Our Facebook group is obviously the insider group, so you shouldn't just
be
spilling it out to everyone to join.
I started seeing these other pages. Oh, I'm hearing reports. There was rumors out there that Arnold might be hurt. Yeah. Terry reported it.
Wow. Whoa. Zach Craver, Iowa's got to get rid of Morningstar. Probably need to get rid of the Brands Bros too. That's the first I've heard. Are they calling for the Brands now?
Last night during work, I spent a little time on Hawkeye Report myself, and let me tell you, Zach, they're calling for all kinds of stuff. Throw the Brinks truck at David Teller. All kinds of stuff is being thrown out over there. And where's Marstetler? Let's bring Marstetler in here. Somehow we got to get Dake in here. It's like some of them are saying, okay, keep Brands, keep Tom, but get rid of everybody else. Morningstar. Look. They're dealing with a dynasty here that we've not seen.
It's like Phil Mickelson when Tiger Woods was golfing, right?
I'm telling you.
He might have been an all-time great, but he just wrong timing.
Bad time to be out there and trying to impress your fans. And I give it to Iowa fans. They're the greatest fans in the world in the sense that they are devoted to their team. There's no doubt. The one thing, if you don't mind me saying, they went out and they got these transfers. They didn't make out too good tonight, did they? The Caliendos, the Frantics.
All right. Well, listen. All right, are we worried about Woods, dude? So Woods taking two losses here consecutively, I believe, right?
Yeah. No, can I call it 2 spankings? Can I call it that?
Because that was at the beginning of the season.
What was it, 7-2? But that was a spanking.
Well, I don't want to say I was right, and I told you so. But did I not say at the beginning of the year, oh, they're giving Real Woods the Spencer Lee treatment? You saw how that turned out because all the hype media.
That's true.
And now
That's true.
I don't know. I still think Woods is 2 or 3 in the nation right now. Do you agree that he's top 3?
Oh, obviously the kid's good, but the thing
he didn't look good. He didn't shoot once. Hardly.
Well, we know this about Woods. He wears down. So if you can hold him even to 0-0 in that first period, you gotta like your chances. And what Lemley did was you could make the case that what Bartlett did was even more impressive than what Lemley did, because I felt like the Lemley matches, it was a lot of Woods' mistakes. Here, it wasn't so much Woods' mistakes. It was Bartlett's authority. He took authority.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, touche, Bartlett. Okay, maybe he is the real deal. Maybe he is number one. He's definitely number one here going forward for the rest of the year. But then we got to move on. 149, how about Feel the Wrath? Feel the Wrath at 149.
Okay,
right?
Well, I called it. I said that Rachi would win that. And the thing is I'm not worried. I liked
that, though.
I liked what I seen by Kazak.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought the way he came back, but Kazak was a little gassed. You could see the body language.
In overtime.
He
wasn't gassed at the end of the third.
He's going to lose this.
Well, no, he got the takedown with 30 seconds left
but when
to tie it.
Even his body language as they were lining up for overtime, you could see, Kazak's gassed. But you got to give it to him.
Overtime
he
started,
fought back. He tied it up. Will he beat Rachi if it turns out to be Rachi? Because we don't know if it's going to be Rachi or Voinovich. But I got a hunch Tom's going to be mad at Rachi now. No, Tom will like Rachi now. Sorry, Voinovich. There's another transfer that things went bad. But talk about things went bad. Let's not get into Michigan, but let's keep going with this Penn State match. That Michigan thing. Whoa.
Whoa, Wolverines. Yikes. Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll touch on that too. But the only other note I had here was Kazak was gassed in overtime. But, that made it. Penn State 7, Iowa 6 going into 157, and we didn't really know about Levi and Frantic, okay? And we know now.
The match of the night. The match of the night right there.
Oh, my goodness.
Zach, I called for Levi to win that, but I even said to my buddy John, which we're going to talk to him in a second here, is dude, I'm kind of worried here. Kind of worried this is going to be close. So much for that. Levi said,
takedown in the
I don't think so. I don't think so.
In the second, and ended up winning 12-0. 12-0, and just absolutely dominating. At one point in the third, I have on my notes here, they had a potentially dangerous call while Levi was turning him to his back, and I heard the ref say potential soul crusher. And
yeah.
Potentially, no, you can't do it. It's gonna crush Iowa's soul. In Carver, cut it out, and they stopped it, and then they restarted. That's the only other thing I had in my notes.
You talk about, I mean, you take talk about a guy's spirit, the health of your spirit. Ooh, I'm not sure I'm liking old Frantic spirit after that thumping. I mean, that was a
welcome
thumping.
back, Levi. Though Levi looks
welcome back, Levi.
As good as he did at the end of last year, if not better.
When you take an 11-0 loss, that just doesn't go away. And
12-0. 12.
Was it 12-0?
12-0.
Excuse me.
And although I'll say I had it written down as 11-0, and then they wrote it up as 12-0. All right, Haynes was incredible.
Yes.
Victor would have been majored at 149. He's falling under that Hawkeye curse. The
Oh.
philosophy of wrestling is way too
Okay.
old. I'll catch up on these. But let's move on to 165. It was Messenbrink Caliendo. Okay, another big
that was
matchup of the night.
sweet.
One of the other big matchups we
Sweet.
were looking forward to is a barometer for Messenbrink here.
Yeah,
a
and-
season barometer.
All you have to do is go to WrestleStat and look at Caliendo's record. We're talking about a guy that does not lose very often, and the people he loses to are like national champs. And here comes Messenbrink. How does that make you feel? This freshman came to town, and
Well,
we're
I
not talking
predicted the
125 anymore. We're talking up in the mid weights. Freshmen don't just come into the mid weights and take over like that against a guy that barely loses except for to national champs. And what does Messenbrink do? Oh, yay! All of a sudden, we got a big three. We have a big three. Maybe I should say four because I want to give Hamidi a lot of credit there. But we have a big three. We have a big three there, Zach.
Well, I'll tell you this.
At that weight.
You know when I knew Messenbrink was going to win? When I saw Caliendo walking out, and he looked confident. He looked real confident.
Yeah, he
And
did.
then the camera went to Messenbrink, and he was chuckling to himself. And I thought, oh, that boy a dog. That boy a dog, dude. He's laughing to himself. And I thought, oh, my goodness, dude, this is not good.
Oh, my goodness.
Not good. And Messenbrink goes on to win 12-6, although, I mean,
Yeah,
was it
you know,
even that
Caliendo
close?
did
Was
come
it
out.
even that close?
And when Caliendo walked out, I said, I don't like the way he looks out
Yeah,
there.
he was walking out with some
well,
swagger,
you
dude.
put
I
your
thought, let's
chest back
go,
in a little bit.
Caliendo. I said, let's go, Iowa. Come on. And then I look over and Messenbrink's laughing, and I thought, oh. It's like,
Oh.
What,
Oh, my
what he's
goodness.
doing.
Folks, the ground shook. There's a new sheriff in town.
All right, let's not go crazy here, because, Messenbrink looks good. Caliendo, that's about what we expected there.
Okay,
anything different out of Caliendo.
That's cool.
But then we go on. It's 174 in Carter and Kennedy. 13-4 Carter, although out of energy at the end.
Hey,
Come on, he killed me of my perfect score pick, Carter.
dude, he's probably still taking medicine for the flu.
Oh, how long we going to ride that train for, dude?
I mean, daggone, give the guy
Seriously?
a break. He gets a major. Did he get a major? What was that score?
13-4.
Okay,
Carter.
major over Kennedy, and I gave Kennedy credit. I like Kennedy, and I think Kennedy looks real, a real AA potential guy there, but can you think? Put yourself in Tom's shoes right now. Can we turn this off so I can go watch the press conference? Because that you want to talk about
If it
gold
wasn't so
TV.
late, yeah.
Gold
that was
TV.
something to talk about on Monday when we go live. Are we
Oh.
going live again Monday
Oh.
night after the Penn State Rutgers match?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, I'm going to come down to your place, and we're going to watch it down at your place.
Okay.
You-
Couple comments
You
here.
do have TV down there, right?
What?
I mean, BTN.
Yeah, I got it all, baby. We are hooked up. How about Blake Magnum? Levi didn't have his knee taped tonight, so he must be feeling good now.
Oh.
Okay. Stenson Starsky, no shame to Iowa. Penn State is just on a completely different level.
Yes, it is truly no shame to Iowa. Iowa is
Braden,
Iowa.
Braden, Michigan learned to stall good. Jack, MCG, I think the Saldate match might have changed Haynes' entire mentality.
Right there.
We
That's
talked-
the kind of comments you get where, you know what? These daggone wrestling fans are knowledgeable, Zach. And I'm telling you, I think that made Levi angry, that whole Saldate match.
Either that or maybe
You know,
we made
last
him
year-
angry by saying he's
you know,
not looking good. I don't know. I don't know.
Last year I used to call him Saldate. And
Yeah.
look at us.
Wow,
We're getting
dude.
all good with
Wow.
the names. Huh?
Yeah, and
How about us?
I said you need
Give
to
us a
start
little credit here.
studying.
We're
How-
getting better with the names. Huh?
We are actually.
We probably
dude.
messed up a couple of previously ones.
Baby Brand's hats off to Ayala. A shuck and 6 minutes of stalling. Nothing stalls like a Hawkeye.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's move on here. 184. It was
That's what I'm talking
and
about.
Riggins, Truex with the 8-0 win to put Penn State up 20
Yeah, and okay, enough with the Truex made a mistake. He hung down there in that bad, dangerous position with his stupid Rogotsky, and you learn some things. They asked Aaron Brooks, what do you think about old Truex? You know what Aaron Brooks said?
What?
I truly believe Truex is going to be a national champ.
Okay, would you expect Aaron Brooks to say anything differently?
but-
Seriously? Really?
Aaron Brooks.
Speaking of Aaron Brooks, not so hot tonight. 5-1 over Glazier.
Please, let's give Glazier
I just got
some
done
credit.
giving Brooks all these props. He's had one match all year. He didn't tech fall or pin it, dude, and then he goes out and
Okay.
another shot at me getting my perfect score.
When they meet at the Big Tens, that score will increase. And Aaron Brooks, probably, if you sat Aaron Brooks down right now, he's probably a little disgusted. But he didn't.
Solid defense at a Glazier.
Solid, yes. And the one score he tried, Glazier said he did what he said he was going to do. I'm going to try to score. Of course, might not want to do that again.
Glazier.
Might not want to try to do that again. Yeah,
although he was in deep on Brooks when he went for that takedown. He was.
Let me feed you some hips. Let me feed you some hips.
All right, anyway, and then finally, it was the cherry on top when who would have thought at heavyweight they send out Ben Keeter.
That was the cherry on top. Thank you, Tom, because that put a little stain on your star recruit, although really it doesn't. It really doesn't. I mean, Keeter's the real deal. There's no doubt about it. By the way, Keeter, don't get excited for next year. Maybe the year after we can start thinking about it. Of course, you'll have Feldman and other stuff to deal with by then. But, yeah, it's not nothing to cheer about for this year.
Don't know,
of course, unless you want to cheer for
Keeter.
AAs. Who likes cheering for second place? I don't.
Okay,
of course, I ended up.
Real easy to say that, dude, when you're a Penn State fan the last 10 years, dude. It's real easy to say that.
Coming from a guy that got third.
Yeah, I know. you didn't even win, dude. What are you talking about?
Out. Look, don't listen to me, folks.
All right.
A lot of talk.
Listen, so final thoughts, dude. What's next for Kale and Penn State, and what's next for Tom and Iowa here before we quickly touch on the Michigan getting walloped by the Cornhuskers?
I mean, the thing is that was big. Still, that part of me that just says, daggone it, I want to see Penn State against Oklahoma State. As far as dual teams, Oklahoma State they're very good. What do I expect to score if they could wrestle? Pretty much the same as about that right there. But I don't know. I have to study the lineups. It might be, but you got to give Oklahoma State credit. And let me also say, I want to give Iowa credit, too, because Iowa is Iowa. And they had this whole gambling thing, and they can whine and say, oh, look, poor me, look, poor us. No, dude, that was in your control. So, no, you're not getting no pity. But with that said, that wouldn't really have made any difference in this match. We're talking maybe 2 points. Maybe Cassiope keeps it to a regular decision.
AJ would have beat Brooks, so that kind of would have been a swing.
Yeah, and then Brands would have Brands would have kept it to a regular decision against Starachi. So there's 2 points that you would have saved. Assad, could he have kept it to a regular decision? Maybe. Let's say it would have been 3 points difference. So instead of 29-6, it would have been 26-6 without the gambling mess. But with that said, I want to give Iowa credit. I love Iowa, and I love
packed house, baby.
Packed house, quiet packed house.
Occasionally quiet.
Very, very quiet. By the way, that gets me back to Rec Hall and I seen this post, Zach. I probably shouldn't be saying this. Well, the problem is we got too many rich 75-year-olds sitting there, Matt side, and, they're taking a nap while the action.
Sell some of them tickets, old man. Old man.
No wonder Kale wants to put a song on.
Sell some of them to me, baby. Let me sit Matt side.
We need a little passion.
You think it's going to be quiet in there if I'm sitting Matt side? I don't think so. I'll tell you you
need
right
a little
now.
passion. Old guys, if you're coming to Penn State, we love your money. Love your money. Keep it coming. But how about that? Can we take some, drink a Mountain Dew or something beforehand? Let's go. Let's get some energy going over there at Rec Hall.
know. Okay, yeah, because they're not quiet in Iowa, dude. I'll give Iowa that.
Well, they got a little quiet tonight, but
okay,
at least I could hear a mummer. You know, they're talking.
All right, couple
You know
couple
what they were
comments
talking
here.
about, Zach? They were saying, what should we do about brands?
Brands.
Brands.
Oh,
What should we
my
do?
goodness,
No,
dude. Better
let
not
me
do
tell you,
nothing, I'll
you
tell
don't
right
get
now.
rid of a Tom
No,
and Terry
better not.
brands.
I'm coming to
because-
Iowa if they're getting rid of brands. I'm coming to protest.
Yeah.
46 zone. Can you turn up the audio? Can't hear you over the road noise. Nice show. Well, we got complaints we were too loud last time. How about here's a good one. Jack MCG. I thought the Ayala match was a good game plan, like RBY's hand behind the back against DeSanto. It's up to Davis to force stalls or get through the defense.
Well, I can see
Game plan.
Davis beating Ayala, whether it's Big Tens or national. It's going to be a calculated, strategic match, sort of in overtime, hoping things go wrong. You got to get closer to scoring than that, and you got to trust your stuff. You have to trust your stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm not upset with Davis. I think it'll do him more good than harm. Same with Kazak. I love Kazak. His nasty good singles, I didn't see them tonight. Now, he did pull them out to tie the match and all that, and he kind of tuckered himself out doing so. And I think he'll benefit from that. But overall, the big matches, I didn't tell you this, Zach, but I was worried about that frantic Levi match. And Levi put all that to bed. Our hometown little favorite wrestler, Levi, he's from our area. And, dude, another thing I haven't told people about, I've been real big on Shapiro, thinking, I don't know if anybody
WrestleStat has Shapiro ranked number 1.
I don't know if anybody can beat Shapiro.
The way Levi looked.
Let me
tonight.
just say, folks, Shapiro's got some wars in front of him, and one is one Levi Haynes.
I cannot wait to see that match. All right. Just anything else here on Iowa? Drew's Diggs. Wow, Iowa, 6 points. Classic Hawkeye offense outing. Shots fired, dude.
Well, there was
Unbelievable.
times we
don't
sat
kick
there.
them when they're down.
There's
Drew's
times-
Diggs.
There's times we
Unreal.
sat there, and we talked about the amount of shots Iowa was taking and stuff. Zach, at least it was better than last year's duel. It was a more enjoyable duel, and so last year's duel was tough to take. This was a fun duel, and hey.
Okay. Let's move on. Let's touch on. John, have a seat here. I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
Michigan.
I'm going to kick
getting
you out
beat
because
up.
I want to ask John a couple questions.
Okay,
if you don't
John,
mind.
come on in here. I'm getting kicked out.
Come
Is
on,
this
I wanna
wait,
introduce
is this
you guys.
regarding Penn State?
It's a fellow alumni. We went to the same high school, and I got to start out with a little story. Okay.
Okay, this guy.
All right,
this
here's a little
guy's,
story.
Well, listen, I got the on the background. I don't know that you guys care, but it's the Michigan-Nebraska score. So.
Oh,
But if
so
you
is
can-
that what we're supposed to talk about?
No, you can talk about anything. I don't care.
Okay.
But
All right. Okay.
FYI, John,
Okay.
welcome John to the show. First time.
John G.
Come on in here, John G.
Come on, John G. Okay. Here's my story. Okay, here's my story. John G's a couple years behind me, and I left school. I was the big old wrestling star. I had all the day going high school records and the highest finish ever at States. We weren't a wrestling school. We kind of stank. Our whole team might have been 2-14 or something. I don't know. It was ugly. But long story short, after I left, here comes a stud, old John. And I thought, okay, you know what? These daggone snot brats coming around here. I'm going into that practice, teach some boys what real wrestling is. I went into that practice. John, do you remember that practice?
I do. I remember it.
John kicked me around. I walked out. My tail's in between my legs. My shoulders slunched over. It took me a couple weeks, by the way. My confidence was just shot. Never again did I show up to that practice room after John. And by the way, you went to States, and John was quite a great wrestler. Let me get your first initial thoughts on the Penn State Iowa.
Well,
match.
first off, congrats to Kale. That was what, 200?
200.
Yeah, nice. I'd say my favorite match was what'd you call him? The Soul Crusher, Levi's. I mean that was big.
The Soul Crusher.
I was worried, and Frank's hard to score on. I mean that was a great match. Yeah.
That was sweet.
And then Messenbrink gave up the major to try for another takedown.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm for that too. I'm
stay
for
on the
that
throttle.
too.
Stay on the throttle.
Yeah, and in the end, I mean, 12-6. That was dominant. That was dominant over a very, very tough Caliendo.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any other thoughts that stick out to you? What's your thoughts on this Braden Davis and Kazak losses?
I think he's all right. I mean, like you said, just
I'm
one
with
slide
you.
by, and what the one comment the guy said, one slide by and stalled the rest of the match. That's pretty much what it was.
True.
Yeah. Nah, he'll be
4-2 with Ayala, and Ayala, I had him in my top tier. Do you have a top tier?
No.
Come 125.
No.
It's really. You might want to put Ramus there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of exerted himself here, but yeah, Ayala's obviously one of them, the big dogs to me. I mean, he is very, very good. That daggone slide by of his.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sweet.
goodness,
Yeah.
he's good at that, and you better be prepared for it. What about Woods? What happens to Woods from here?
I think Woods is burnt out. That's what I'm saying.
Dude.
I mean,
Dude,
I didn't expect that. I thought Woods would win that match.
Were you as upset as I was about the whole arm thing against
It was dirty.
Lemley?
Yeah,
It was dirty.
Yeah.
Which was, when you talk to Woods, he's such a cool customer, a level-headed guy. And, when I see something like that, the image that pops in my head? Like a little toddler sucking on his thumb, mad because somebody took his toy away, and he's mad. And it's like, dude, have respect for your fellow wrestlers. You're talking about a possible injury happening to a quality wrestler. None of us want that. We don't want you hurt, Woods, because you're part of our fun. So I don't know.
He was frustrated. I mean, I get it a little bit, but
all right.
To do that.
From Nebraska.
I gotta bring up Lovett and Gomez. And what's your thoughts there, John?
I wasn't expecting that either.
Wow. Our man Greg C. called that to the T.
That was domination, really.
Yeah. Greg C. was dead on with that in the sense that I don't care if Lovett was 0-2 against Gomez. You know what? That's a two-man race to me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Because every time I watch 149, my heart breaks a little bit. You know what I'm talking about there? Because I believe our international our freestyle correspondent Greg, when his belief was you'll never see Van Ness lose again in college. But John, is that crazy? I was buying into that.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No, I don't think so.
And now he.
Bartlett looks like he might not lose again.
Bartlett.
Yeah, that was
Dang
impressive.
on
That was
Bartlett.
definitely impressive.
Daggone. Wow. We got 5 very solid, established number ones. And I say we, like I have anything to do with it. I am. I do have something to do with it. I'm one of their fans. But me and them other 75-year-olds, Matt's side, you ever go to Rec Hall to watch a match?
I did many, many years ago. Actually, when I was coaching elementary, we took the elementary team up for a match, but that's all time ago.
Yeah. Well, I got to say, I was shocked. I thought Gomez looked just completely handled. And I mean, did any of us anticipate that? We seen Gomez a match or two ago looking like, dude, should this guy be ranked number 1? And all of a sudden comes Gomez, Lovett, and he just kind of just embarrassed him. Yeah. Now, I still think Lovett lost that match to Henson. Henson is the real deal. So I'm down to keep them two on opposite sides because that's what we want as our final. Yeah. Heaven forbid them two meet in the semis. Don't want it. I want them two in the finals because Henson is the real deal. But so is Lovett. Yeah, Daggone Lovett.
What about Van D over Regason?
Van D over Regason.
That's
wow.
Too, yeah.
Wow. Wow. I mean,
we all Nebraska got on a roll there. Yeah, it just snowballed.
Yeah, Van D is a PA kid, so we shouldn't be surprised. That's what we're seeing because that's PA kids. Yeah. But and I said to John beforehand, John, could you imagine if we went to another state? Me and you, say we went to. Well, I don't want to mention a state that's kind of putting them down, right? But if we went to another state other than Pennsylvania, me and you would have been two-timers. Two-timers. I would have been there bragging. I'm a two-time Missouri champ. But, yeah, Pennsylvania, that's all just be real here.
So you want to give me credit for the Taylor over Amin pick?
Wow. That's the biggest upset. I almost laughed about that. And I don't know. I did laugh about it. And, by the way, what's going on with them?
I wouldn't have called that either.
That family, we're talking about one of the best wrestling families in modern history, college wrestling, and woo.
That's right, folks. I did call that. I called that upset. Now I was 0-4 before.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
Anyway, John's part of our fantasy league here, and John, I respect your knowledge. This is the first time you've ever gotten camera with you. Yeah. And, if you don't mind me saying, we got a couple other fantasy guys. They seem to be a little scared to come on this camera. Not John! Not John! He's here! He's here! And daggone some of these other guys. But no, I'm just kidding. Our fantasy thing that we're going to have at the end of the year where all of you can join, we're going to be announcing this because it's just for the tournament. It's just for a tournament. Everybody can join. Zach, we got to do this up big.
You mean I got to do this up big? What? Are you please this up?
I'm busy driving truck.
I know a bunch of people are interested in that. So.
I'm busy driving truck. You got to do this up big, Zach.
All right, you guys have final thoughts? We got to wrap this up.
I'm good.
All right,
folks.
All right. Hey, listen, John, thank you for coming on the show here. Everyone, thank you for watching and joining us here. And we'll be back, I think, Monday night we're going live.
Monday night
Again,
we're going live
folks,
right after the match.
Like and subscribe. We got a store. We got these shirts for sale. I got
here.
John a shirt. We're going, baby. Close it out, Dad. You got anything
All right.
else?
Okay. Love you guys. Love wrestling. And Zach, thank you for all you do.
All right, folks. Have a safe drive home, and we'll see you in a couple days.